Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. We are at Aubin Grove train station, a station on the Mandurah line that we don't use very often, honestly.
Are departing from either platform. Your services are departing from either platform. Please refer to the customer information displays for your next services. Thank you.
And yes, services are departing from either platform. It is the 3rd of August 2024, which is crazy, honestly, because I've been thinking about it. We had the first major Mandurah line shutdown at the end of 2021, which is like almost 3 years soon, which is so strange. But since then there's been several occasions. The big one at the end of 2021, then there was one in June 2022, and then there was another one at the end of 2022 and into the new year of 2023, another one in June 2023, so basically every 6 months. But then there was none at the end of 2023, so it's been over a whole year, and now here we are, August 2024. So this is now the 5th time it's in a normal weekend daytime disruption for Mandurah line. And yes, it's back. So I have made like literally 4 videos on this before, every time it happened before. So go back and watch them all, because I'm not going to refilm everything. 949 and 909 running, obviously. But the thing that's occurred to me is I never actually filmed the proper journey on the bi-directional trains that happened during this time. And I haven't experienced it for over a year now, of course, so it actually feels quite special to me again. So this time, for today's video, I'm only going to be recording the train journey, nothing else. Everything else is already filmed, all the operations at all the stations and the bus routes there I go to right now, express. And I've also been thinking about it, I should probably redo Aubin Grove station video. I recently redid Butler, and Aubin Grove is a really major station, and I literally made a 5-minute video. It was the 3rd video ever, so it's really bad. So I think I'm gonna do that soon too, but that's not today. It just sort of inspired me to do that coming here, because I realized it's a very nice station and I haven't given it enough attention. But anyway, we're gonna wait for our Mandurah bound service now. I'm just gonna film the journey from Aubin Grove to Rockingham, and that's it. I just want to see the bi-directional running again and actually get it full trip on video, because I haven't done that yet. Here comes the service in the correct direction here. Now remember, they do have all the announcements and destos for this closure. I think this is the only closure that they have it for. They literally have Aubin Grove desto, which is so cool. Set 83. I don't know how come they recorded this and like nothing else. Every time there's a disruption, there's like terrible announcements. But this is actually all functioning. 126, newest B series, not newest train. We have the C series operating now. Terrible shots of the desto though. It's gonna be turned off immediately because there is a driver on both ends of the train. During these closures, since anyway they would literally like lose employment just because of the closure, and they need to have them still driving on weekends, but also because like the turnaround time here is like 2 minutes, otherwise they would have to reduce the frequency, because it takes 14 minutes Rockingham to Aubin Grove and then 14 back, so that's 30, and they have 2 tracks, so it can stay at 15 if they turn back immediately.
This train runs from Aubin Grove to Mandurah, stopping at all stations.
And there's that announcement. So cool, I actually love this. Aubin Grove functions as a full-on terminus with the correct announcements. Anyway, I'm gonna go into the back tray because it has better seats. and departing. So yes, as I said, there are 2 drivers, which, since this is basically just over halfway up the line, it's like the same amount of shifts overall for the drivers, just probably not the same depot distribution, but they still have around the same amount of drivers doing the services. And here we go. I haven't done this for quite a while. It feels really weird running on the right in Australia on a suburban railway where there's only 2 tracks. Okay, very slow exit. Don't know what's going on. Departing Aubin Grove. They didn't change any of the stickers on the platforms this time though, because it's just one weekend. Why are there still people waiting on the platform? Bruh, they literally think there's gonna be a Perth train.
Kwinana.
I just think there's gonna be a Perth train. So yeah, it's really cool that this system is functional even without any crossovers around here. Just full-on bi-directional running all the way to Rockingham, and there's no problem with that. It's just the perfect timing to allow it to still function on normal 15-minute frequency. It's really cool. Yes, we are going to film out the left window because then we get to see the track on our left-hand side the entire time, which is so strange. You really wouldn't see this normally. It's like the only section where you can run bi-directionally. I mean, I guess you could in others too, but they never do it anywhere else. I don't know if the signaling is set up for it everywhere though. And then all of a sudden the right side doors need to be used at Kwinana and Wellard, even though they're side platforms. So it feels like it's an island, even though it's not, because you're on the wrong side. And yeah, I don't really record journeys on the trains that often. I always film at stations and stuff, not actually on board, so it's nice to do some onboard videos sometimes. I wonder how they would function with these closures if they never built Aubin Grove. It would have been so much worse just terminating at like Rockingham or something. Or they could terminate at Kwinana, but that would be quite complicated. Or they could go all the way to Coburn and use the sidings. But I don't think there's a neutral section there before the place where the actual works are happening for Thorney Coburn Link, so probably not possible, because otherwise they just do that now anyway. Big gap here to Kwinana, of course. One of the longest gaps in the highway sections or freeway. And from this point on, the Kwinana freeway southbound here is literally 2 lanes, which is so bad in peak hour and like even just random weekends and throughout the day. It gets so congested because it goes from like 4 or 5 lanes before Coburn Central all of a sudden down to 2 here. So it's one of the worst spots for congestion on the freeway. The drivers must be so confused in their cars just seeing the train on the wrong side. They're like, what? Why is that there? If they even realize though. Some of them will, some of them won't. Oof, very bumpy. You can see the track actually splits apart here. Another provisional station that could be built here at Anketel Road. There's a little gap in the middle for another station one day. 2 infill stations will then have been built between Coburn and Kwinana, which used to just be 1. But that's probably very, very far future. There's another spot like that in South Perth where they have a gap in the middle for provision of a station. 1 stop from the city really, well 2 if you count Elizabeth Quay, but that's not happening anytime soon either. 2,000? What? I didn't know there's a 2-kilometer marker for Kwinana station here. I thought they only have it for 1 kilometer. those big blue signs. I swear they only have it for 1 everywhere. Why is there 2,001 here? 1,500 into the tunnel. People always get so confused at Kwinana and Wellard with these closures. Baldivis North Woolworths now open. That big advertising board over there, one of the few like that that exist here down the Mitchell and Kwinana freeways, really. Yeah, they've opened a new Woolworths. It's like less than a kilometer, no, not less than, but it's like so close to the central Baldivis Woolworths. So weird. Baldivis is just getting duplicates of everything. It's such a massive suburb. They should really split it into more soon, I think, and like 6 bus routes. Kwinana. Now, I remember last time we were on these services, there were some cool announcements as well because of the wrong side running and people trying to get out on the left. How typical. It's on the right. Another really slow entry. I don't know why this driver is driving so weirdly. He left slowly and now he's arriving slowly as well. And people waiting on the other platform. Actually, no, yeah, they could be waiting for the Perth train if they're smart, but I mean the Perth direction train, the Aubin Grove train, which is right here, meeting here with the other train on the wrong track, which is very cool as well.
This is Kwinana.
Literally meeting on the right side. The little display is correct. It is correct. That's very good. Although I didn't hear the special announcement. Oops.
Doors closing.
Passing on the right side. Beep, 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 beep. So that's 114 and 106 over there. 2 bad trains. On the Yanchep line today, they're actually using so many 3 cars, so the drivers don't have to walk on the tracks after Elizabeth Quay. And then there's also a C-Series, which you can just walk through the full thing as well, 6 car, which is good. No C-Series down here though.
Next station, Wellard.
That would be so cool if there was a C-Series in this shuttle. Well, not really shuttle. You call it a shuttle because it just goes between like halfway points on one line, but it's still so long, over 40 kilometers even. Which is definitely not a shuttle. That's almost as long as what Perth to Butler was. Much longer than all the heritage lines. It's just not that many stations. The real shuttle of Perth is obviously Victoria Park shuttle. Beautiful little trip, although it's the same number of stations, isn't it? Actually, this is one more, but still. Very similar number of stations for that. Even though it's so much closer, I cannot believe, like, every time I think about it, it's just crazy what a big variety of like line types we have in Perth. Massive Mandurah line, 70 kilometers with these high speed limits and crazy station spacing, and then the extremely short heritage lines like Victoria Park and Midland. It's so weird, but I love it. That's what makes it so interesting here. Oh, there is like 2,000 markers for Wellard as well. I guess I just never spotted them because we weren't running on the right side to actually see it. It's harder to see when you're on the left. Next station, Wellard.
Next station, Wellard.
Shame they're not playing that this train will be arriving on a different platform announcements. Maybe that's just like up to the driver if they do or not. I'll try to catch a wrong direction one on the way back, but it's gonna be dark then because I'm not gonna go straight back. So I'm just gonna film this way for today. Anyway, I don't need to make it a crazy long video. Here we are arriving into Wellard. I have filmed from the outside though, with the wrong truck running in like almost all the videos, even though some of it was also at night, of the Mandurah line closures, so you can go watch that today. I'm just filming from the inside.
This is Wellard.
And now the really confusing thing is that it says Mandurah on that side as well, and on this side, so both platforms just say Mandurah until this one comes through, and then it changes to Aubin Grove on this side, which is just so confusing. Now the train at Rockingham towards Aubin Grove does usually have to wait just a few minutes, or yeah, like 1 or 2 minutes for this one to get through before it
Next
continues.
station, Rockingham.
That's not too long. It feels pretty cool how it goes from Mandurah, then goes to Rockingham, which is like the next major station really, and then has a bit of a break, and then it keeps going. And yeah, all the platforms serving trains all in alternating directions is just so weird. It says Mandurah, then Aubin Grove, and on the other side Aubin Grove, then Mandurah. So weird. Now I'm thinking right now where I should go for a run around here. There's a lot of cool bush trails you can go on. A bit more interesting than random suburbia elsewhere in Perth. Maybe I'll just go to Baldivis and take a look at the brand new Woolworths while I'm there, just for the sake of it. I don't know. Just so I do something while I go down here, so I didn't come here for no reason. Because I've been on all the bus routes, everywhere, so that's pretty boring. Oh, that is so cool. The tracks, when you look down here, you probably can't see it, but it looks so good how long it is. Straight, like that. Yeah, I have been on all the bus routes. I never actually formally made a video about it, and I don't think I will, but in my own time, I've been on every single bus in Perth. I have filmed all the strange ones, so everything that's like a bit of a weird operation has been recorded. I'm posting them as transport oddities, although I don't know, not that many of you watch those, but that's okay. I know it's not for everyone. Yeah, I don't really have many of the oddities videos left, which is good. I don't like constantly having this like stuff I need to post in the background, and like to just make random videos like this eventually. I mean, like in the future, just there'll be a lot more random things, I think, if I don't have many more stuff stored on my computer to be posting. Here we are, another neutral section, breaking up the really southern part of the Mandurah line from the rest, and we will shortly be crossing over back onto the correct side of the tracks, and then stopping on the correct side of Rockingham, which this is like the only purpose of these crossovers now. Or if there's a Rockingham to Mandurah closure, which they sometimes do as well, but I don't know why. I thought it used to be because of Lakelands, but now Lakeland's done, and they still did one in like February, so otherwise they're not really going to be used, because K pattern has been removed with the Antwerp line opening, which I did go on the last one, the last Rockingham terminating K pattern service on a weekday, and you can go watch that video as well. I'll link you to it, but it was dark, so although I also filmed the K in daylight before that, so you could actually see properly how it functioned. Came in on the Mandurah bound platform, then left using the crossover, so it's pretty cool.
Next station, Rockingham.
Next station, Rockingham. Yep, and we just crossed over all the bendiness. Round the corner, 43 kilometers from Perth. Just saw the marker there. Took a really long time though. I left Perth Underground about 1 hour and 9 minutes ago and only just arrived at Rockingham, not even near to Mandurah, even though I did take 949 Express. Oh well, that's actually because I waited for another whole train to be on the wrong side, that's why. Would have been way faster if I went on the correct one. Okay, here we are. Rockingham. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep going to Warnbro because I want to go to Baldivis as I said. But we'll just end this video here for now. I have filmed the operations at Rockingham before as well. Thanks for watching. Wrong direction running on the transport network. Pretty cool to see that sometimes. And there goes the Aubin Grove train as well. Bye.
Next station, Mandurah.